Hello, this is Demon coming back for another recording session into the Poland campaign in EU4. Where we left off at is Poland has basically, due to some very good skill, was able to get 5 diplomatic alliances put up. So now we have the junior partner and Lithuania. We have another 3. No, actually, wait, is it 3? Yes, 3 other alliances going with Austria, Brandenburg, and Great Britain. The Great Britain one was something I didn't expect, but we ended up getting it, so it's actually probably going to be proving very advantageous for us as Poland. And then finally, when we left off the last episode yesterday for that second part of the recording session, we ended up getting Serbia as a vassal. So now we're pretty much going to be probably staying here for a while and just watching what happens. One thing that I'm probably going to end up doing is we probably are going to have to go to war with Venice. Mainly because I start seeing them as a threat. It looks like this is a war that they wanted to start. It's a war against Hungary, so they're going to try to take some land from Hungary. What we're going to end up doing is, depending on what territory they get, we're probably going to end up giving some of that to Serbia as a, I stole your land down here in the southern region, here, have some back. I Mainly because I want them, not because I really care what they think, it's just I want them to gain a little bit more power down here so I ain't got to worry about it. So the theory is going to be is they're going to gain eventual control over Bosnia, Croatia, and the East Adriatic. Once they have those all under their control, I'm not expanding their territory any further west. However, I do see an advantage in consistently going after Hungary. So I have the game on speed 3, it's already playing through, but as we sit there and see, AE is a big problem at the moment. Hungary despises us, Bohemia despises us, Venice despises us. There's a lot of problems we're going to be dealing with AE for a while, so we're probably going to have to just sit back and relax and basically get ready for the next tech wave. Once the tech's in, we influence ideas I didn't think would be too useful for us, but one thing that I do want really overall is aggressive expansion impact minus 20%. That thing is going to come in so much use for us. So overall, I'm seeing it as something useful. Also, with the vassal increases, diplomatic annexation costs, stuff like that, it'll make things a little bit easier. However, if I ever wanted to integrate, let's say Lithuania, this wouldn't get done until March 1790. So, as I was saying, I think in other videos was independent. It's going to stay the same as it is now. I am not dealing with the problem. I am not going to try to solve this said problem. I'm going to keep 2 independent states because I feel like it's going to come in handy more. And we're going to dump more points into Krakow. I just don't want to. I just don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to have to deal with having to fight Russia all on my own. I'd rather have them do it. It keeps me safe, and I ain't got to care about it. Makes me happier. So another thing I said I wanted to do was we have a lot of forts that were done. All of them are set up to level 4. So once our income increases, I said we were going to upgrade a few of them to the new level 6 forts. Now level 6 forts are going to basically be these 3 down here, and then I'm going to probably think of other ones to add to it. This one's probably going to stay a level 4 fort. I might increase the ones on the western front to level 4 forts. Specifically these ones all along this line. It'll be this one here in Albania, Sofia, and then this one up here. Mainly just so these things are all covered and I ain't got to worry about it. And that means we'll probably last longer in fight. The one is up here, we're probably going to end up, I might end up waiting, because I think, let's see, no, that isn't considered part of it. So, one thing we'll end up doing is, this fort's covering here, this fort, we'll probably end up putting another fort up here in Thames. This one is a little bit more advantageous for us because it's on the mountain. But I think this one's just as good because, again, it's still a -1 against attackers. So if we put a fort here, it'll be useful to us. I think, if I remember right, I seen one for You guys, okay, so Serbia actually has a fort here. So this is probably where we're going to build one. If we take northern Transylvania, we'll probably end up building another one. Is there a nicer spot? Not really. Crap. Ooh, what's this? So the nation of Austria, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to their aid in the Austrian-Venetian imperialist war against Venice. This is a war they have started. Venice is allied with the Knights, Lorraine, and Savoy. Okay, so this is pretty much the start of utter chaos here in, I think, southeastern Europe. So as we can sit there and see, I'm actually surprised no war actually broke up between Venice and Austria before, but I'm assuming that even though Austria and Hungary no longer have their alliance, you guys can sit there and see is, I'm assuming something must have happened to anger Austria. And now, since that happened, we're going to war. Do it! I will happily join Austria in this. I got no problems. Let's see. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I actually had to build another fort up through here. But I think I had to wait because of that coring. Okay, so that's actually not bad. So we actually got to build a fort right here, it looks like. Because this one's covering this one's covering that. So this one needs to be built right here. So let's go ahead, we'll go to this, and we'll build a fort right... Oh wait, actually no, we had one getting built back here. Okay, so we did. Okay, that's what I was concerned about. I didn't know if I was building a new fort or not. So you guys head down to Krakow. You guys just finished that, so go ahead and let's start marching across. Let's go beat up Venice. 3-star generals, you're gonna kick back. Actually, no, you hit Dalmatia, you push here, and we'll wait it out. You guys up here in the north, go ahead and head here. I don't see Venice surviving this. I think they have the naval capacity to put up a pretty good fight here, but I see it overall as Austria has me, Lithuania, Serbia, and then any other alliances they have. And as far as I can see, it looks like Great Britain's involved. So if Great Britain gets its troops transported here, it's going to be chaos in probably a very short amount of time. Alright. Alright, so those are done. So where was this at? Ah, this was Slovakia. Good, good. Stated. Alright, that'll get most of them. Can I do this yet? Grant monopolies, demand Diplo, clergy support, demand admin, gold diet, demand military. Okay, that's good. It's already February, but we can get those new techs. I say let's hold on to the points and wait. We don't really have to be concerned about spending these points until it hits like 999, because we already have the other institution. Yeah. So we'll just have to wait back and watch and just see what happens. I do hope that if anything goes on, that Austria at least gives me control of this. I'm hoping that they don't get control of some of this land. Because there's a fair bit of it here that I actually do want. And if Austria goes and pushes into this, it's probably going to be a bit of a heated involvement between me and them. Because as I was saying, I was hoping to give some of that to Serbia, but if Austria gets it, I guess it's just as good. But since the alliance was getting kind of tedious, I didn't know how useful it would be. On the other hand, I could always give other lands to Serbia. I can give them Transnubia, I can give them Mayfold, and I could just take northern and southern Transylvania. Although I think I'm going to back my armies off. Let's see, so we either lose... We lose a base tax, but they can't become more loyal. We can keep the base tax. I'm keeping the base tax. I am not dealing with that problem. Alright, so we gotta revoke the trade embargo against Hungary. Alright, so you guys head here. You guys head here. I need you backing off. And where did I put that other army up in the north? There you guys are. Go ahead and head back to Warsaw. This war's over. Overall, I already see Venice getting beaten back. They're not surviving this. I think they took one territory, but they're already getting beaten out of it. I don't know how much land Venice is gonna, or Austria will get out of this though. I do know they're gonna grow in power as a result of this, so we'll see. It looks like I should still be able to give Serbia Bosnia though, so that's a good thing. We won't. They may not get all of Croatia or Eastern Adriatic, but I can at least give them Bosnia. Oh, that's Wallachia too? Crap. I think what we'll do is we'll have them set up to get stated, but we're not going to spend the points. Cause I gotta save that admin up now to get to the next set of things, or to the next tech. Because we're about a month and like 10 days away. Yeah, I think the one thing saving Venice at the moment is the fact it has such a large fleet. None of us have a big enough fleet to fight them. My fleet still needs upgraded pretty badly, so it's not going to be doing anything for a while. Then I'm not planning on building a large fleet. This changes everything. Let's go ahead and get Diplo. Let's go ahead and get this done. That'll get us all set up, ready to go. We'll save the admin for the next tech. Now, the big thing is where did the institution pop up at? Enlightenment kicked in at... Oh my god, no. No! Southeast Asia. Wow, that's gonna suck. Whew, it's gonna be a bad one. And we're actually gonna go ahead and switch this one back to Greek. It's gonna cost us a little Diplo, but we'll be fine. Besides, we're not gonna be getting that new tech for a while, and then I can spend the rest of it into diplomatic ideas. Oh. It's kind of sad that we're still so far behind on ideas. I wish we could have caught up with them by now, but there's not much I can do in this situation. So once we're done with that, the next idea we're going to get, once that can come into play, is quality ideas. So I want to get this. I want to get the military stuff in and done with. That'll be really nice to have, and then it's going to come down to a lasting decision on which is going to be the final idea we get. There's no guarantee I'm actually going to get it done though, seeing as it's already 1700 and I'm so far behind on these ideas. We only got offensive and aristocratic done. Innovative is literally one idea away. Diplomatic is almost halfway done, and economic and influence ideas haven't even been started yet. I know when we played as Great Britain, I had so many points coming in that I was able to deal with it because we had such a large income base that allowed for it. Because I could get all these guys fully upgraded and afford it. But until I can get this one done for the minus 25%, I think we're going to suffer for a bit. Alright, so we got that. Level 4 forts are built everywhere pretty much. At least on the border provinces. I'm not too worried about Lithuania's in a territory. I think we'll hold whatever land we got. So let's go ahead and see where we can build level 6s at. So the first one we're going to build is right here. That way that this place is both guarded, and then whenever we are finished with getting this done, I don't think I can build there. No, so we're going to have to wait until Greek can take over here in Constantinople again. And that won't be until 1744. If I would happen to... Yeah, let's just cancel that. Did I waste Diplo? Yes. But it looks like we actually just got it back, so we're fine. I really did want to do it, but seeing as that's going to take 40 years to deal with, it's not worth it. So let's go ahead and upgrade these guys all the way up. So the southeast will be guarded against the Mamluks. Oh god, Bohemia's at war again. It does not bode well for Hungary. I don't think Bohemia may try to take any of those inner lands, though, that Hungary now owns. I think what they'll do is they'll expand into the old lands up here just to connect their old lands, but I don't think they're going to do anything down in the south. Alright, so Venice will cede pretty much all of that. Alright. So we definitely can get Bosnia. We're only going to be missing Hum from them, so as long as I declare war on Venice before they do, I should be able to get it. Alright, so next group of people we're going to rival are the Mamluks, and we're going to use our economy to issue an embargo against them. Now, the one thing with the Mamluks we're going to be dealing with is they still have a very powerful military. Looks like the Russians have been hit pretty hard too by all the wars. As far as I see, we still have a pretty good giant manpower base. They lost their manpower base. Ooh. Ooh. None of our allies would join. Why? Great Britain doesn't notice any favors, of course. Brandenburg, distant war, minus 188. Really? And Austria. Accepting would destabilize Austria. It's a distant war, and they have a war exhaustion of 13. Why do you guys like them so much? I don't get it. Nobody should like the Mamluks. I mean, yes, we all murdered the Turkish threat up here, but there's nothing to gain from it. And also, how's AE looking? Not great. It's definitely came down. It's definitely came down some. But Bohemia still is infuriated with us. Hungary is. Serbia surprisingly still hates us, but they lost their will to keep fighting. Let's go ahead and do that too. Okay, so I could take land from them, but I can't do that against these guys. I thought there was something where you could seize land, but I guess against junior partners it doesn't work. That sucks. Alright, 2-star general died. Let's see, who do we get? Oh, that's a good one. So you guys go ahead and start training, you guys start training, and you guys start training. Now, do I think I could beat a war against the Mamluks? I don't know. It's actually, I think we could put up a decent fight, but I don't know how well it would work. Alright, so there's no churches to build. We still got several more of these to build, so let's get them done. And then, yeah, of course, we can build those up and get more. Same thing probably with these guys, right? Yep. And then manufactories, still a lot of money to be made. Now, I know I should probably invest in the more expensive stuff to get more money, but I usually build the lower tier stuff just to know I'm getting the point 1, and then that's when I put the others in. For me, it just makes more sense. Let's see, we can either lose 683 ducats that we don't have, or we can lose 5 army professionalism, which we can deal with that. So we'll do that. It's more money for us. And yes, it looks like Hungary lost its northern land. So that means not too many people care. Probably means that Brandenburg's probably going to be going after them shortly. So let's see, Brandenburg's still kind of angry with it. Austria's still pretty angry. Alright. So my main goal is I really do want to connect the old, I want to connect the, Polish lands. I want to see one giant Poland streaking across down here. The only way to do that is if we get control of northern and southern Transylvania, which is going to cost a lot of AE. And this ain't going to be spreading anytime soon. Which really is going to suck. It's only going to be down here in the south, and it's going to have to spread north, so it's either we're going to have to save up income and hope for the best, or just hope that it fixes itself. Whew. I say let's go ahead and do that edict. View edicts. Let's do institution spread. It'll increase maintenance, but we got to get that going. I think the other place it's spreading is up here. Another thing I could wait for on the institution is that other countries get it first. So where is it actually spreading it? So pretty much all of Italy it's spreading to. It's going to spread into Bohemia. It's going to get into Hungary. Brandenburg should get it. Great Britain's definitely going to get it. Alright, that should be fine then. And then we're pretty close to getting the diplomatic reputation up. Yeah, 11 points, that's really nice. Ooh. I can deal with that. Oh yes, nearly forgot we do have this still. We could do mercantilism and then put another one into levy church tax. That'd be nice. Yearly inflation reduction. Ooh, we do need that. So let's do this in hopes that it lowers it, and then we'll do the national tax. There we go, and that should lower it by enough. Although, what time is it? 8:18. Alright, not bad. So it's either 100 Diplo or lose a stability. 100 Diplo. So those 3 forts are going to be fully upgraded here shortly. That'll defend against a Mamluk menace. Level 4s are holding up against Russia. Does anybody want in a Russian war? Wait a minute, Great Britain wants involved, but they want land. Where the hell do they have land? Oh my god, no. No! No way! That's almost worth doing. What the hell is this? Why the hell do they have Kamchatka? I have never seen this before. I have, as much as I have played this game, through the random gameplay that I've not once in my entire life seen Britain get Kamchatka. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen. This is a meme in of itself. Wait a minute, you don't have Australia, you didn't take any of the Pacific Islands, you just have spaced out colonies here in North America. Looks like you're trying to form one in California. You have some in Africa, but looks like you devoided the Pacific on. Okay, you took a couple islands in the Pacific. But God forbid you took Kamchatka from the Russians. Oh my god, that's just hilarious. I actually want to go to war just to laugh at that. I would love to see just a giant British military just push in from the east. Which I could fight Russia at this point because they only have 156,000 troops and they only got 6,500 in reserve. They ain't got much cannons, they just have a big infantry pool. Screw it. Go for gold. Britain, I like you, you can join. Do it. Alright, we're gonna... That is a meme in of itself, I love it. You head here, you head here, you head here, we're gonna wait it out, we'll see what happens. As for this, I'm not too concerned. I want to see what this does. I cannot wait to see. God is my witness. Britain doesn't push in through the western part where I'm at, and they actually go through the port at Kamchatka and they attack into Siberia. I'm going to cry. Just because of how funny that would be. And as long as I give them land, they're going to be happy with it. So I think what I'll end up doing is seeing if we sue for peace. Is there any way for me to give Britain stuff? So it is given more provinces than they expect from the 56% war contribution. So they should get some out of this. So I'm going to give them Siberia. I'm going to give them the East. I don't want the East. I think what I would want is, if I take one province, does anybody want? No. Alright. So something I think that would be useful is AE does kick in, Bohemia and them. Like, let's say I wanted all of this. Let's just put it in a theory. Let's say I want that. What's that going to do? Nobody cares. What if I take that? That's their capital. Russia would hate me, but I don't care about Russia. What if I want to take all of this? Let's just get into theoreticals here. That's livable. I don't care about Bohemia and I don't care about Hungary. Alright, so that means I can get a lot of land out of this and not care. Yay, let's do it. Alright, so first things first, do these guys have support on? Yes. I'm going to put you guys on no focus because I want you just to go in and just sue into the massacre that's going to happen. So, you guys head here. You guys support them. Then, I have to go down here because there's actually something I wanted to do. I don't see navies as being useful for us, at least with the transports anymore. So let's get rid of them. And we are going to try... Well, it looks like that glitched out maybe. So let's do this. Can I build those and it actually... 1, 2, 3... Alright, then we're just going to do it that way. Looks like that little parentheses cursor, or parentheses thing that you get doesn't kick in at some point for that. Another thing I'm seeing is it looks like Russia's starting to deal with some rebels too. Ooh, Crimean separatists, nice. So Russia's only is up to 14,000 troops in reserve. They have a lot of cav, but not many cannons. I think that's going to hurt them in the long run. The infantry is pretty much all they're running at the moment. So let's do that. Then you guys head down here, kill the rebels. And at least tech-wise, are at 21, 22, 22. I'm at 23, 24, 24. So I actually have 2 tech on Russia. A piece. It's actually kind of sad. That's another problem I noticed with Russia is there's times where it'll just expand and expand and expand, and it won't consolidate. So this is the point where I make where they expanded too quickly and it's starting to seriously hurt them. Because as much as they got the land, they're probably making a lot of money, they have a big manpower pool, they're outdated. That's why I'm not seeing probably too many cannons in their army, because they outdated too much. Alright. And even Serbia has better tech than them, and they're this small little blot in the middle of southeastern Europe. Yeah, Lithuania's murdering rebels with 2/3 of what they have. I think St. Petersburg will fall really quickly. I think you're gonna fall rather quick. I think we're just gonna go for the march inland. We're just gonna see how much I can take, because as far as I can see it, we've already got St. Petersburg back. We're still dealing with rebels up here, but I'm not too concerned about it. Lithuania's securing this for us. Good, my army beat them up. I was actually considering giving some of this land to Lithuania, but I think I'm just going to grow Poland a little bit larger. The big question is going to be is where do we grow though, and I think here is where we want to grow. So mainly because that'll give us control up in this northern territory and we'll be connected. And it means I'm connected to everything. So we'll do that. We'll see about giving Britain any land. If they land troops over here, can I actually do mercenaries like randomly over here since no? Okay. So I was hoping that they would actually get involved in the east. Oh my god, Ming's involved. Oh god, the Russians. Oh god, it's a massacre. I can't even envision it. What's this look like? Ming has no manpower. Russia has 11,000 troops, but they have in compare. Ming's gonna beat them up. Oh my god, Ming's got artillery. They ain't playing games. And I'm assuming financially Russia is suffering pretty badly from this. Oh man. Alright, you guys did that. Go ahead and head down here. Good, you guys secured this. Go ahead and push here next. Go ahead and get here. Yeah, I'm gonna see about securing up into this land. I could do that and then always release a country, I think. I think Novgorod still has claims up here. Nope, Novgorod's gone. So I actually hoping maybe they still existed, because I'd actually like to release them as a puppet state, and we could have them absorb Russia. That'd be funny. So let's go ahead and do this. That's more discipline. That'll come in handy. Ooh, this is the new idea. So let's do this one because it'll increase our reputation. And then hopefully maybe we'll get this diplomatic idea done before we get the admin one done. We haven't seen Russia's armies yet, so I don't know where they ran off to. On the other hand, instead of going up there, I could always try to secure down here into the Black Sea. That's always an option. I've always looked to get more Black Sea territory. My only problem is going to be giving Great Britain land. Great Britain wants land. I just don't know what they want. I don't even know where the hell their armies are at, or their military. A lot of it's back there. Is there anybody doing like a naval attack up here? Because they gotta send something up here. Unless they want territory in Japan, that's always an option. I just don't know what they want. We'll just have to see. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think Russia's going to be alive for much longer. I think this war is probably going to hurt them pretty seriously. Because I don't think they have enough troops. They're fighting a two-front war against me and Ming. They're just now getting mercs out, so that means it's going to hurt them financially for a bit. My armies are all base troops. And it looks like they still aren't relying too much on the artillery or anything, so it's going to really hurt them. Go ahead and head here. We could grant aid, lose 800 ducats, or tell them to go F off. I say do that. Because they're actually still pretty angry with us, and that'll reset it. And we had some money stored in the bank, luckily.